Good morning, everyone. It's been a while. For those who don't know what happened, I had a car accident and I was staying at the Washington Temple for recovery and just came back this Wednesday. And I'm sorry for making you all worry, and thank you for all your support for the temple. I'm okay, I'm well, and as good as new, or as good as before, at least. This morning, our longtime temple friend, Pete Warshaw Won-Chi-Ho, will share his Dharma Talk, Learning to Unlearn. Right? Learning to Unlearn. First, let us loosen up tension and prepare our bodies for sitting meditation. Please stand up and join Qi Gong practice guided by Nick.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, friends at home. Thank you for joining us today. Let's start with our feet together and take a moment to close your eyes, relax your shoulders, and take a deep breath in through your nose, feeling any tension in your body, and breathe out, relaxing, releasing it. One more time, breathe in, gathering any tension, and this time raise your left leg to the side and come to about shoulder width apart. Take a deep breath in, and this time raise your arms up slowly with your wrists bent and come back down, breathing out. One more time, breathe in, raise your arms up, and breathe out, letting your hands float down. One more time, breathe in, and breathe out. Now, bring your right arm backwards, breathing in, and push forward over your left hand, breathing out. Bring your left arm backwards and scoop the energy slowly forwards. Breathe in, gather the energy, and slowly push it forward. Breathe in, push forward. As your hands cross each other, breathe out. Gather the energy and push. One more time on both sides. And now bring your hands down to your sides. Let's bounce a little bit, release some energy, bounce on your knees, let your arms shake. If you feel a little tension on one side, you can lean over to the other side, lean back, lean forward. And now let's jump up towards the ceiling. Breathe out as you jump up. And slowly come to a stop, letting our hands rest by our side. Now gather the energy, breathing in. And breathe out, pushing it back down towards the ground. One more time, let's breathe in and breathe out. This time, let's breathe in and push out towards the sides. Feel the tension as you push out towards the sides and release. One more time, breathe in Push out towards the sides, hold your breath, and breathe out. This time, breathe in, gather the energy, reach up towards the ceiling, and breathe out. One more time. Breathe in, up towards the ceiling, and breathe out, releasing. This time, breathe in, reach up towards the ceiling, and as you breathe out, fold over at the waist, bringing your arms down, and gather an energy ball. Breathe in, raising it up in front of you, stacking your vertebra one at a time, and slowly come back to center, bringing it up and releasing. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in, up towards the ceiling, and breathe out, bending over. Gather the energy ball and breathe in, coming up slowly. Release it above you and breathe out, back to center. Let's bring our arms in front of our chest, straight ahead. We're going to breathe in and bring one arm to the side, drawing the other arm back like you're drawing a bow. Focus on your long arm's thumb as you breathe normally. Feel the tension. You can spread your fingers. And as you breathe out, return back to center. And push to the other side, breathing in. Gather the tension, holding your arm straight. And breathe out, back to center. Let's go one more time on each side. Breathing in. And breathing out. Now, relax your hands down by your sides. Take a moment to gather your energy. Take a deep breath in and feel any residual tension in your body. And breathe out, letting it slowly melt away. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed. One more time, take a deep breath in and breathe out. Breathe in this time, bring your feet back to center and your palms together. Now, please join us in 4 bows to Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace. These can be either standing or full kneeling bows, whichever you are comfortably able to do. Thank you.
With gratitude, I bow to the grace of heaven and earth, honoring the infinite source of marvelous existence. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of parents, ancestors, and everyone who has given me life and nurtured me. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of fellow beings, embracing the truth of interconnectedness. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of laws, which guide us to develop justice and freedom through Dharma and universal principles. Meditation is simple and easy. Anyone can practice it. Take time to find your most comfortable position on the floor or in a chair. Wiggle to release any tension in your body. Rock front to back or side to side until you find the point of perfect balance. Breathe in, grab all your tension. Breathe out, release any mental or physical uneasiness. Relax your whole body. It's okay to slouch a little bit if that feels more natural. Just remember to let your mind's eye focus on belly breathing. Breathe in and listen to your body. If your body agrees, gradually sit up tall. Gently straighten your spine without losing focus on the energy in your lower abdomen. Bring your awareness to your tongue. Place the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth. While your tongue is relaxed on your palate, pure and clear saliva may gather in the mouth. This is a delightful sign of cool energy ascending. Smile at your calm and clear spirit. Invite your awareness to return to your lower abdomen, your Qi energy field. This is called the Danjon and is located about 2 inches below your navel. It is the power center for your breathing. If your face or body begins to itch, just note the itching. It will pass. If your legs ache unbearably, you may change position very slowly and quietly. When thoughts arise in your mind, do not be disturbed by them. Do not react to your thoughts or pursue them. They are just thoughts. They will disappear by themselves. When your mind is calm, concentrated, perfectly focused and at peace, you will rest in the realm of samadhi, deep meditation. You will no longer feel any distinction between yourself and others, finding yourself free from the limits of time and place. We are grateful to sit quietly together, finding the still point within. May we be here now, deeply aware of our ever calm, ever alert spirit.
The spiritual energy of heaven and earth settles in my being. My spirit penetrates all things as my mind wills. Heaven and earth and I become one. I am one with the way of heaven and earth.
전지영기야 신정 만사요에야 신통 전지여와 동일체하여 전지영 신정 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 전지영기야 신정 만사요에야 신통 전지여와 동일체하여 전지영 신정.
Prayer for world peace. Grace of heaven and earth, grace of parents, grace of fellow beings, grace of laws. O Dharma Buddha, fourfold grace, may we take refuge in Dharma and be filled with compassion and wisdom. May we transform delusion into wisdom, greed into generosity, resentment into gratitude, discord into harmony, and hatred into compassion. May all nations grow and benefit mutually. May the strong help the weak, and may the weak learn and evolve according to Dharma. May all those who have died from world conflicts and disasters be delivered through all obstacles and be at rest. May there be peace throughout the world, and may all beings enjoy tranquility and happiness, living in their original true nature. This we pray with our whole hearts.
I wish and pray, sincerely and truly, where my hands touch the world, where my feet walk on the earth, where my voice echoes through the hills, and in all realms where my heart and mind reach, that we all together, share true affinity for attaining great enlightenment and for helping all living beings.
Page 9.
Transcending being and non-being, the origin of heaven and earth, parents, fellow beings, and was the true nature of all Buddhas, enlightened masters, unenlightened people, and sentient beings, till one manifest as both permanence and impermanence, till as permanence till one unfolds into an infinite world that is ever abiding, spontaneous, just as it is, till as impermanence till one unfolds into infinite worlds through the cycle of formation, duration, decay, and extinction of the universe, and the birth, aging, illness, and death of all beings, according to how we use our minds and bodies. In the four forms of birth we transform through the 6 realms of existence, progressing or regressing with grace arising from harm or harm from grace. Therefore we unawakened beings how to practice wholeheartedly, modeling ourselves after ill ones on the Dharmakaya Buddha by cultivating our minds and bodies deeply, knowing human affairs and universal principles thoroughly, and using our minds and bodies skillfully, thus progressing rather than regressing, and receiving grace rather than harm, until we attain the great empowerment of will one and become one with the nature of will one.
This morning, our longtime temple friend, Pete Warshaw, Wan Ji-ho, is sharing his Dharma Talk, Learning to Unlearn. Let's practice deep listening as we welcome Pete.
Good morning. My name is Pete Warshaw, and my Dharma name is Wan Ji-ho. And the title of my talk is Learning to Unlearn. Learning has been a central part of my life. It's also an important tenet of Won Buddhism. Sotaesan, the founding master, spoke about this often. Addressing a congregation at a meditation hall, he said, 90% of a person's character is formed through what he or she has learned. Like a bee collecting honey, one must humbly learn from others the knowledge one requires, regardless of the other person's social class or field. Many people in the world, however, lose the chance to learn because of their conceit. This indeed is a serious illness. Learning is embedded throughout the Dharma, or the teaching. The essential dharmas of daily practice encourage us to turn a reluctance to learn into a readiness to learn well. One of the legs of the threefold study is inquiry into human affairs and universal principles. Questioning is one of the 8 articles. Educating others' children is one of the 4 essentials, and so on. As I mentioned before, learning has been an important part of my life, including my engagement with Won Buddhism. As I learn more through studying the scriptures, participating in Dharma study groups, learning the Dharma talks and listening to the Dharma talks at weekend services, speaking with our Reverends, my own practice grew and was enriched. Concurrently, the more I practiced, the more I hungered to learn further about the principles and the Dharma of our order. The arrows of learning and practice flowed in both directions. Of course, this isn't unique to me. The doctrinal chart of Won Buddhism, located at the very beginning of our scriptures, features the gateway of faith and the gateway of practice. Faith built on learning, and practice built on doing. They flow in, out, and around each other like a fluid vortex. One without the other is meaningless. But a few months ago, I realized that my practice was becoming stale. I was still attending services and was continuing to read, listen, and question. But the intimacy I had felt with Won Buddhism was starting to fade. Something was getting in my way, and I didn't know what it was. By chance, a friend shared a phrase she had heard from her yoga teacher: learn, unlearn, relearn. I'll show my age. The phrase originated in a hugely influential book, Future Shock, written by Alvin Toffler all the way back in 1970, which is not all the way back for me. He wrote, "The illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read or write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn." Toffler was referring to a need to continuously adapt to a rapidly changing material world. But bang, it struck me that I could repurpose the phrase learn, unlearn, relearn as a guidepost for deepening my practice. For me, the key is to unlearn so that I can then move forward and relearn. I'll explain. When I first came to the temple, I had no preconceptions about what it was all about. I remember being both confused and stimulated. I experimented with different ways to practice, and this encouraged me to learn more. But gradually, my knowledge was accompanied by a feeling that I got this. Like plaque slowly growing in my veins, I was allowing my pride to attach itself to what I had learned. This attachment is subtle. It formed as preconceptions about what was important, how things worked, and what to believe. They were like a warm blanket in a cold Dharma hall. When I came to a service, I knew what would happen, what I would do, and increasingly how I would feel. I was losing what Buddhists call the beginner's mind. The Buddhist teacher, Yvonne Rand, described the beginner's mind this way. This mind is different from the mind we often bring to habitual activities or habitual ways of thinking or responding. How can I be a beginner in each moment, even in those situations where I am doing something I have done many times before? Jack Kornfield, another well-known Buddhist teacher, added, "The wisdom of uncertainty frees us from what Buddhist psychology calls the thicket of views and opinions." I've met a few people who seem to retain their beginner's mind even after years of practice, but many of us start to lose it fairly quickly. I realized that if I didn't start to unlearn my habits and preconceptions, the value I've gained through my practice would begin to evaporate. Okay, but recapturing my beginner's mind requires more than snapping my fingers and chanting bibbidi-bobbidi-boo. Preconceptions and habits die hard. Unlearning is difficult stuff. Preconceptions, it's more than an intellectual exercise. And leaving my comfort zone is, well, uncomfortable. I've discovered that it requires a shift into a different mental and emotional plane, at least for me. And that shift can only occur via purposeful action. I've experimented with a number of ways to shake things up for unlearning. Here are some that I found to be useful. Reading a passage in a scripture that feels obvious and asking, what more might this mean? Practicing daily meditation. Before each temple service, pause and reset. After each service, pause and contemplate. Keep a daily journal that focuses on how you reacted to a sensory condition that day. Practice questioning, be curious, and encourage questions from others. Sign up for a retreat. Contemplate koans. These are paradoxical anecdotes or riddles that have no logical answer. For example, the myriad dharmas return to one. What does this mean? Heaven and earth know without knowing anything. What does this mean? Our Dharma friend Patty Daniel gave a superb Dharma talk on this a few months ago, and you can find it on YouTube. It's great. A few more actions. Walk in the temple garden or out in nature before or after the service. If you sit in a particular spot in the Dharma hall, sit somewhere else. If you meditate in the morning, try it in the evening. And volunteer to give a Dharma talk about something that is new or that you don't understand. Are there others you can think of? I'd love to hear about them. If you're in the early stages of your practice or just starting out, congratulations. The suggestions I just made also can be ways to help keep your beginner's mind open before it starts to calcify. Habits and perceptions grow quickly and subtly. Watch for them. I know I've thrown a lot at you. Here's the gist of what I'm suggesting. Most of us enter a spiritual practice with a beginner's mind. This makes learning stimulating, liberating, and authentic. Over time, habits and preconceptions about that spiritual practice can emerge. When this occurs, the practice becomes stale. Our beginner's mind gets cloudy, and attachments inadvertently creep in. Unlearning these habits and preconceptions is important in order to deepen or relearn one's practice. There are a variety of ways to mindfully shake things up so unlearning can occur. Discover those that work for you. So, happy unlearning. Thank you.
Thank you, Pete. That was a wonderful talk and full of very practical wisdom for all of us. As you were talking, I was hearing the spring breeze outside, ringing the bells, and thinking about how wind just comes in and shakes things up, and that's just what you encouraged us to do. So thank you for that, because that really renews our practice. Friends at home, this is a time where you're welcome to contemplate Pete's thoughts and messages for a few moments, or you're welcome to share your takeaways with the community in the live chat. Friends here in the Dharma Hall, this is time to pair up and share your own thoughts about Pete's talk today. And before you do that, Pete has left you a little gift to help you in your discussion. If you go to the very back page of your chanting booklet, you'll find a little sheet here that has some of Pete's tips. So feel free to use that as you pair up.
I love this energy. It's beautiful. Today, here at the Chapel Hill Temple, teen meditation from 3 to 4:30 p.m. And at 5 p.m., there will be an evening community meditation gathering at our Raleigh Temple. So please join if you can. If you are new to our temple community, welcome. We are sustained by your generous support, either as a one-time donation or as a temple sustainer. So thank you, friends, old and new, for your support. "22-year-old Hannah Larson died tragically 49 days ago. As a 5-year-old, she participated in our temple's children's camp, and she is remembered as a sweet, pure soul. Hannah's parents, Rachel and Chris, extend their invitation to you for the final delivery service here today from 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. You are welcome to join us this afternoon in support of Hannah and her family. Now, let us bless each other with our morning prayer song on page 13.
I begin a new day in your presence, today full of health and with peace of mind. May I walk along the path of the Buddha, Dharmakaya Buddha, full grace. I begin a new day with your grace. Today, gratefully and with gentle words, may I live in harmony with all those I meet. Dharmakaya Buddha, for grace. I begin a new day with compassion. Today, making the world a more loving place. May I do all that I can for one.
Thank you for your practice with us today. Let's greet our friend next to us with your smiley face. Today, through streaming, we have friends joined us: Michael, Jared, Cynthia, Dave, Sarah, Janelle, a lot of familiar names, Barbara, Anne, Daniel, Rita, Joe and Shirley. We have Lynn and Al, Alexa, Sharon, Carol, Leslie, Bob, Jennifer Little, Laura Doody, Jody from New Jersey, Sarah, Nature Walker. Thank you. And Paula, you joined us too. And we have a new friends here. Anyone new? First time, raise your hand, please. Wow, big applause to our new friends. We hope you will come join us again, and let's everybody wave our hands to our Mr. Sonia over there. Wave harder.